Greetings from Mongu, Zambia. It's good to see you. Hope you're glad to see me. So I've been here for almost a month now, and it's probably been one of the most exciting months of my entire life. I've been super busy and getting to know a lot of the locals here and getting to know the team that lives here as well, of the missionaries, and it's been a total blast. For the first few weeks that we were here, we were working on the new church building. It happened to be an old nightclub in town, one of the most infamous nightclubs in Mongu. And so we've been in the process of transforming that of a tool of the enemy, of evil, we're turning it into a place of glory and a place of giving God praise. And so it's been an amazing transformation. Whenever they first got the building, it was completely black. Everything was painted black everywhere. So we've been in the process of painting and fixing things and just repairing a bunch of broken stuff as well, and just cleaning up the place. And it's looking great. We've been using it for almost a month now for services, and it's just going to be full of potential for things that the church could use it for. So I'm excited to keep you updated on that as well. A few weeks after we arrived, there was a team from UCA's Chi Alpha that came to do an outreach ministry. We went to a village in Nangula, which is probably about an hour and a half away from the base camp here at Matoya. And we took the team of about 15 out there, and they went out and evangelized and pretty much made relationships with people. We're looking for men and women of peace who could be raised up as leaders in the church, because that's our focus here, is to raise up local people in the church plants that we make, so that they can have ownership in the church and so that they can feel like they're doing their own things and making their own decisions, and that we don't have to help them, but that they can do things on their own and they can rely on God and not rely on us, so that they can see all provision comes from God. And so we had an incredible time there in Nangula. I served as the team's host, and so I did most of the cooking and whatnot, and they did an awesome job, and it was great to see the growth and just in the individual students that came. We saw many people healed and many people delivered from satanic strongholds and whatnot, and we even had one guy named Godfrey who gave up being a witch doctor so that he could come and be a leader in the church. So there's going to be a lot of promise in that place in Nangula, and I look forward to telling you about the church in the days to come. Since we came back from the bush, we did a little bit of outreach within Mongu. We did some soccer ministry. We did a little bit of work at the church, and some of the girls did work at the school here on the base, and just kind of had a relaxing time. Took a boat ride on the Zambezi. It was fun, and we sent them out last Thursday, almost a week ago. And now we've just been working together as a team of medium-term missionary. There's about 15 of us here at the time, and some of them are from our Chi Alpha ministry, some are from Virginia, some are from Texas. Just a big smorgasbord of medium-term volunteers, I guess. So we've been kind of getting into our grooves, or getting into what our main focuses are, which I'll tell you my focus is, which I found out a few weeks ago. My main focus is getting cell groups started in the Mongu Trade Center, the Teachers College, and the nursing school. These are very important things that Paul and Marinette have been wanting to do for the Zambia project for quite some time. These are very important because they give us a tool to raise up disciples within this community who, once they graduate, once they leave their school, that they can be sent out into villages and paid by the government to live there. And so we can send out disciples and missionaries, I guess you could say, out into those places, and be a very strategic thing when it comes to planting churches. And so hopefully that will get started soon, and I'll be making many relationships and starting up cell groups with that, and I can tell you more about that. My secondary focus will be hosting teams that come in, just like the UCA Chi Alpha team came in. I hosted them, answer questions, just take care of any needs they have, make sure that they feel welcomed here at Matoya, and also whenever they're out at the bush. And then my third or tertiary focus will be building houses for the orphans that go to the Village of Hope School here on the base. The Village of Hope School is for orphans or underprivileged children within the community that might have had a parent die, or maybe they're raised by their auntie or their uncle or their grandmother, but they don't have their actual parents to take care of them. Sometimes while they do have somebody to take care of them, their house might be in shambles, and maybe their auntie or the uncle are alcoholics, and they just don't have any way of fixing that up. And so we will go and do house visits to different of the different orphans that come here, and we will see if there are any that are in need of a new house. and we raise funds. It's about $300 US to build a new house from traditional materials, and we'll send a team up to their house and build one in about a day. And so I'm going to be the project manager, I guess you could say, of that. So I'm looking forward to learning more about the building of that, and just getting excited to working in those kids' lives and getting to know the volunteers from the church that will be helping me as well. That is pretty much all that I'm in charge of. Paul eventually wants me to learn how to drive our new overland truck, our 4x4, that UCA's Chi Alpha helped fund. That's going to be exciting. Once I get back from a trip to Lusaka over the next couple of days, Graham, one of the medium terms, is going to take me out and teach me a little bit about driving, and I'll get my license. So I'll have my international commercial driver's license, which will be exciting. But so for now, I'll be focusing on all my different things, my ministries, and once I get back from Lusaka after a couple of days, to go buy some stuff for the church and whatnot, and then we'll get this story going. I look forward to sending you updates again. Until then, I'd ask that you pray for our team, pray for all the medium terms, that tensions will be relieved and that we don't get on each other's nerves, and just that we have peace and understanding for each other, and find understanding where there is conflict, and just so that we can build unity, just like we're searching for unity in the church. Just let us be friends and let us become family over the time that we're here. So I look forward to updating you again in a couple of weeks, or whenever I can. Until then, take care, and continue praying for us, and continue believing in what we're doing. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers.